Hi, everybody. I'm Andrew.
I'm Jacob.
And I'm Dr. Grant.
And we are reviewing Jurassic Park 3D, the trailer. Now, Jurassic Park came out 20 years ago in 1993.
I can't believe
I know that it's actually 19. Calm down, internet. So we're reviewing the new trailer, but we know the movie. We've seen the movie, so we can talk about the movie. Let's put a spoiler alert on this. If you haven't seen Jurassic Park,
Shame on you.
come on now. 2, go see Jurassic Park. And then watch this. But here we go. So, comes out in April in 3D. I'm not usually a fan of 3D, but I want to see this in the theater.
Yeah.
I didn't get to.
Immediately,
You never
can
saw it in
tell.
the theater the first time?
No, I wasn't allowed to. My
Really?
parents would
I
let
saw
me.
I saw Jurassic
God.
Park the first one like 8 times in theaters.
Yeah.
I honestly, it's the most I've ever seen any movie.
I saw it like 4 times in
Oh.
theaters when I was a kid.
My parents
and
were
I remember my
responsible, I
parents
guess.
went and saw the
Yeah.
movie, and they came home and they're like, well, your dad and I have talked,
Exact same thing happened to me.
and we've decided to let you see Jurassic Park.
It was a fight for me
and
to be
I
allowed.
was like, boom, mind explosion.
It was a fight for me to be allowed to watch the Lost World.
Wow.
Like that
Lost
was
World is a more upsetting film.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
it was.
it
It was
is.
a bad call on my parents' part.
Yeah. It also came out like 4 years later.
Yeah, no, I was 9 or I was 8, but
Yeah.
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 But I had already seen Jaws when I saw Jurassic
Yeah,
Park.
here, let's
Now,
talk about it.
immediately, you're already recognizing how cheap this trailer is, and it was cheap to make because instead
movie
of doing,
exists?
go look at the TED trailer. If you look at the TED trailer, they do the exact same thing. They open on the new Universal logo, and then they zoom in on the world. But you actually in the TED trailer, you actually go through the world. you
This is
know?
a scale up.
This is a scale up, and it's really cheap.
Well,
looking.
they also
Jeez. Well,
they also really dropped the keyframe. They
weird keyframe.
They have a really weird keyframe because it's just like the most janky motion.
All right, moving on
Yeah,
to things
that's
people care about.
ridiculous.
Here's Jurassic Park. So,
Island of Kauai.
yeah.
That's-
Here's a fun film fact about Jurassic Park. Our intern Jacob wasn't born when it came out.
Can you believe that?
Actually crazy.
So obviously, Jurassic Park's amazing. There's not really much to say here. For the
When I was working on Pirates of the Caribbean, we took a helicopter ride to that very waterfall.
that's
No
really cool.
way.
and they played the Jurassic Park theme music
That's amazing.
over the
I
headphones.
bet
Jimmy.
you wet yourself.
I want your
was
life.
Pretty amazing.
I bet you wet yourself.
So this is full of shots that are like, hey guys, won't this look cool in 3D? Because obviously they can't put it on 3D on the internet. They can. But
I'd
not a
say-
lot of people watch the internet in 3D. They are gunning
Yeah.
for your nostalgic hordes.
That's the most amazing thing about this trailer, I think, because it's not like setting up a story very much.
No, it's just like
It's
remember.
just like, hey, remember these shots?
it reminds me.
this?
Remember the VHS intro of the Star Wars DVDs where they were like, for
Oh,
those who
yeah.
remember. It was like
For those
that.
who will never forget.
Yeah, and it's kind of rad. I mean, look, we have a shot of a dinosaur coming up. It still holds up.
Yeah.
It's nuts. 19 years ago. Like,
Honestly,
Well,
though,
what's really crazy is Spielberg wanted to do it stop motion originally.
Yeah.
He was like
did.
so convinced of doing it practically and everything, and I
and then
can't
Dennis
tell you,
Muren made his thing.
I
and-
cannot tell you how happy I am that all these years later he went CG.
Yeah.
and really pushed CG forward.
and they didn't even update the CG. Like, you could tell. I mean, it looks great, but it looks, it looks like it used to. Now, how do you guys feel about this little scale up? Do you want to talk about that for 5
Oh,
minutes?
that's classic.
Okay.
I
Now,
gotta say,
I have
if
to-
they did try to make the CG better, it'd probably be worse because, all the sequels, or at least the third one, Jurassic Park 3, I thought the CGI was terrible in it.
Oh, I thought The Lost World had pretty solid
Lost
CG.
World had really solid CGI.
That's 'cause you
I
got
don't-
a genius at the helm.
Honestly, I don't think that.
They muck it up because the CGI.
I don't
is
think
perfect
I don't
in
think
this
that Jurassic Park 3 has bad CG.
movie. I think it. Does.
I really don't.
When you compare it to the first one.
No, I think
I think the first one is more seamless in how it integrates CG
Yeah.
and animatronics. I agree with you there.
yeah, but
The third one had a lot of waviness, a lot of
I want to
overly.
actually
Oh, you wanna talk about the Gallimimus?
I do want to talk about the Gallimimus. So now a lot of the stuff that I'm curious, post conversion gotten a lot better in the last
Yeah.
couple years, but
Since Clash of the Titans.
Oh sure.
it'd be interesting to see though how well they handle it, because I would assume, maybe naively, that they have these models somewhere.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah,
Like the 3D models.
I would think that they would still have the model somewhere. Just for prosperity's sake, to preserve.
Could
stuff.
they still use those same models in the
I-
20 years of
I would think that
advancement in
there'd be a way
technology?
to translate that information into something else.
Interesting.
make the
they
work a
might
lot
not
easier
just
for
because it
themselves.
might look weird because they don't have a Sam Neill
But
3D
also,
model.
fun fact: there's only 15 minutes of dinosaur footage in the entire movie. So they don't really
Now,
have
we
to
were
worry about
talking about this yesterday. You mean literally the amount of time that a dinosaur is in the frame?
it. Yes, in the frame,
Not in the
like,
scene.
Not in the scene. Not like they cut to Lex here and she's looking at the giant cow.
Actually, in the frame, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And if
Yes.
you think about it, the 15 minutes of dinosaurs we see on screen is a gargantuan amount of time compared to the amount of time we see the shark in Jaws.
Right,
But now you look at like King Kong, and there's nothing but just dinosaurs
I
rolling
know.
on that screen.
But I think that's one of the great ways that they use CG.
Are you talking about the first, second, or
The-
third
the
hour
Peter
of King
Jackson.
I
Kong?
heard it was like 15 minutes was only about the amount of time that Spielberg was actually on the set of this movie. Too.
Yes, Spielberg was apparently rumored to phone this one in. So he
No,
could
that
do
was in
similar-
post.
No,
That was in post.
He gave it in post to George Lucas to take over because he wanted to shoot similar.
No,
to
but
this.
on set, he was not really there that often.
Well, if this is what him phoning in is like,
Yeah, then phone in more often.
yeah,
Frank.
geez, like, well, I'm not gonna say that, but whoa.
All right, so here's the question. I can only think of one scene in the movie that would really have an effect in 3D. And that's the scene where Lex is in the ceiling or whatever, and she falls down.
oh, and the Velociraptors below, and
they-
like,
yeah, they
jumps
go
at her.
Oh, that'll be cool.
That's the only cool scene I can think of in 3D.
I think I'm
Well,
excited to
actually,
see it on the big
that's
screen.
actually one of the only shots in the movie also where they have
Composite
a
facial,
composite
yeah.
facial because the stunt woman looked up at the camera,
Yeah.
so they had to replace her
Because
face.
she was
with
scared
Lex's.
of the dinosaurs.
Well, she
That was the
she
first
effed up.
time they did that.
That was like one of the first
Yeah,
times
Now-
they
that's
did a face
awesome.
replacement.
And
Now
it looks
here-
great.
It actually,
looks
yeah, it looks seamless. Well, your eyes are totally on
Yeah.
the dinosaur.
For anyone who doesn't know, we did a quick film fact video about this yesterday. They used a guitar string to get the ripples, the vibration of the guitar string. They put it under the dashboard to get the exact ripple shot.
That is tension with a capital T. That's
We were
awesome.
talking about this also.
Look at that.
This
It looks
scene-
so good.
This scene, the T-Rex attack on the truck is just like a clinic in building suspense.
Yeah.
It's crazy how good it is.
Yeah.
And there's Sam. It's crazy. Yeah, sunroof crashes in. The glass was not supposed to break.
Now I have to say, I think
Gold
about a lot
Of
of.
course,
the-
they had to talk about Pirates of the Caribbean.
I think about a lot of these sets a lot because certain one of them, some
I
of
love
them
that.
don't
Wait,
make
I'm sorry. I love that with the bonging of his nail. It goes to the music. Sorry.
Oh, the tapping.
Yeah. That's very cool.
That's clever.
They know what they're doing.
Yeah. But some of the sets, they don't seem to make sense like this. This set always has driven me nuts
set
the
piece?
more I think about it.
You mean because the cliff comes out of nowhere?
Yeah, because like the dinosaur, I mean, it's a big
Why are
ass
you so angry?
dinosaur.
First off,
no,
don't be
because
so angry,
it
Jimmy.
really confuses me because the dinosaur just steps over it, and you can tell that the ground is like right there, and you
Yeah.
see the
Okay.
goat sitting on flat ground.
Yeah.
But then the car falls like 200 feet.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
Isn't it
doesn't
amazing?
make any
When
sense.
did you first notice?
20 years ago.
You noticed the first time you saw
I've
this
been
movie.
thinking about this scene
Yeah.
forever.
I think
It
it's a
doesn't make
testament
any
to how
sense.
amazing this scene is that it doesn't bother anybody.
I know.
Apparently
I know. It
except
doesn't
you.
bother me either because it's just
And
great.
whoever comments, I'm sure there will be commenters. But yeah, it's. I mean, pretty
And that same car falls into the Universal Studios.
Yes.
Oh,
I mean,
this
yeah,
shot would
these
be
shots
kind of
will be
cool.
great.
in
These
These
3D.
shots will be
great.
amazing.
That
All
would be
these
something.
shots will be great.
Wonder if they'll 3Dify
See,
them.
all right. Here's
I
the
don't
thing.
like that.
That looks like a bad toy.
I don't like that. It is clever, but I don't like it.
Was it?
And
Robin Williams would be in 3D.
yeah, that's
Mr. DNA. That's the scene I'm looking
Dino
forward to
DNA.
in 3D. I just want to see this in theaters again. I don't want the 3D bullshit.
I don't
Wait,
care if
wait.
it's in 3D or not. I'm excited to see it. The movie's amazing, guys. Like, what do like? Who,
movie-
That
of
is,
course,
that
of
is
course.
Stuff on
kind
the
of
black
an annoying
frame.
thing with the resurgence of 3D re-releases. Everybody's like, "Oh, everybody's going to see these movies again because it's in 3D." I think a majority of people just want to see the
'cause
movies
it's
again because
awesome.
they're classic.
Yeah, it's 'cause it's
and
awesome.
I think that's giving 3D a lot of additional leverage in
You
the
know what
market.
though? If this will give people a reason to go see Jurassic Park, if people in Jacob's generation who
Yeah.
who weren't even born,
3D.
You were robbed of a
I'm
childhood.
not a huge fan of 3D personally.
Good man.
But
are you a fan of Jurassic Park?
yeah.
Good
Okay.
man.
I will absolutely go see it in 3D.
I'll go see it with you.
I'll go see it in 3D, absolutely.
And you're going to buy the Blu-ray in 3D?
Oh, I already own the Blu-ray box set.
Me
I got
too.
it first day.
I'm not
so
buying it in 3D.
I don't need to buy it in 3D.
Yeah.
But I'll see it in 3D on the big screen.
Yeah, it's gonna be
because
fun.
I know I have to say that there was this bubble effect that happened. I think the Clash of Titans is going to go down in film history as
As
like,
the thing that killed 3D.
Not the,
Or
not, the thing that,
post-conversion.
not the thing that killed 3D, but the thing that kind of made everybody sort of pump the brakes and go, okay, we don't need to crank up the
Yeah.
Yeah.
depth to 12. We can leave it at like
Yeah.
a 2 or 3 and let people have more of a seamless sort of just extend the window a little
I
bit.
think IMAX is eventually gonna win the battle. Not that there is a battle, but I don't
If
think
there were
I think
one.
3D is slowly kind of losing its purpose. To be honest.
I mean, we'll see. We will see. I think 3D is probably here to stay. For
I
better
think
or worse.
it's here to stay too.
In
Well,
IMAX 3D.
In history, there are always
April 15th.
waves of like 50s,
True.
80s now of
What if
3D.
you just get
Once a
better
generation
glasses?
realizes that it's bullshit,
Yeah,
they
they
move
just need
on.
I think the glasses are the problem.
I completely agree.
Real
Yeah.
glass, like,
Yeah.
like comfortable real glass.
Well, I think that's just a cost issue then. I think the glasses issues is
But
cost
they don't
because
even
like
sell, like, you can't even buy, like.
you can buy out of the theater. You can buy
Out
glasses
of the
by
theater, but not in
Oakley
the
and
theater.
Tom Ford and all
Jimmy's
these sorts
got
of people
great-
that are passive glasses.
Jimmy's
that'll work
got
with.
great 3D glasses.
Yeah.
Right here.
Well, I have.
Well,
I have.
here's-
I am definitely the 3D evangelist of the group because
Yeah,
I own.
and
I
I'm
own.
the-
I own a 3D television.
It's true.
and-
He's invested a lot into
Here's
this.
here's my
technology.
big thing on 3D, especially when you compare it to IMAX. You don't leave a movie and say, "Wow, that movie was awesome. It would have been so much better in 3D." But people do leave a movie and say, "Wow, that movie was awesome. I'd have loved to see that movie in an IMAX screen."
Now, have
It's
you,
true.
how
If you
many
want to see
movies-
the rest of that argument, you
don't
could
like the
check
weird-
the other
Yeah,
trailer
you don't
reviews,
like-
the movie
You like the
reviews.
square aspect ratio of IMAX?
I don't mind it. No, it's so huge and it takes up all of your peripheral vision. Like I think that's amazing.
I don't think it takes up your
I don't
peripheral
think it
vision.
just takes up the sides. It takes up your top and bottom.
I feel like
think
the sensation.
still hear-
the
I could
sensation
still see
feel
Jimmy eating
in
his popcorn
IMAX.
when I see
The same. The sensation I feel in IMAX is, oh my god, I'm falling. Like and there are so many films that utilize it because I think that is like the most effective shot
Yeah.
in IMAX is either super low shots where you have elements of grass like the first shot in Dark Knight Rises or some of the tunnel chases in the Dark Knight. And
Yeah, the
and-
tower
and-
scene in
That's
Ghost
true.
Protocol. is
Tower
the
scene in
best
Ghost Protocol. They
example.
go over the Burj Khalifa, and
Well-
you honestly
Guys,
feel like you're standing
But
at the
here's the
edge
thing.
of
Here's
something.
the thing.
looking
Here's
down.
the thing. Whenever there's a new technology being introduced, people kind of take advantage of it and use it up like to a disgusting degree. When sound was introduced, it was basically just plays, standing still. They didn't use the camera at all to tell the story. They just utilized people explaining the story to you because hey, we have sound now.
Also,
Same
because
with-
it was a baby of an art form, and they didn't
yeah,
know what to do with it
that's
yet.
true. That's true. But
So-
but here's the thing. Like IMAX, that's going to be a big thing. But I think IMAX helps small scenes too.
Oh, I think IMAX will be big too. I
I-
bought some stock.
I think IMAX does kind of help small scenes too. 3D, they're still doing the hey, things are coming at you. Things are coming at you.
don't know,
Things are.
man.
I was tired
I
of
mean,
that. when
well,
I was
a good
10.
example, we'll
I
see,
was
because
annoyed.
Jurassic Park is coming out in 3D.
We all watched Prometheus in 3D. How did
It was
you?
great.
How did you feel?
I thought the 3D television is legions better than 3D.
Wait, hold on.
movies.
But Jurassic Park is coming out in 3D. They didn't make this movie in 3D, so you'll probably see that there was a lot of coming out at the screen anyway.
If
the movie's not in 3D,
there are
I don't
two
think. I don't think.
sequences.
I don't think
We'll
there's gonna
see.
be a lot of that.
We'll see.
How,
what do you
how
guys
have
think?
you seen any?
What does
have
the
you,
audience
have you
think?
seen any post-converted 3D movies?
Oh,
No,
yeah,
I've not.
yeah.
But we
What?
need to let. We
I
need
saw
to know what the
Alice in
audience
Wonderland and Clash of the Titans. Aside from being
Okay, well those are two
completely
terrible,
shitty movies,
terrible films to go see.
Yeah, that's true. But the 3D was also terrible.
But I saw Avengers was post-converted.
Yeah,
I enjoyed that.
I saw the
I
Avengers
saw
first.
Nightmare Before Christmas. That was
Okay.
post-converted. Enjoyed that a lot.
I saw Avengers the first time in 2D, and
Guys,
then the second time in
guys,
3D.
I'm
Second
putting the
time-
kibosh on this. We could have this conversation later.
All right.
But listen, we want to know what you think. What do you think of post-converted 3D versus native 3D? What do you think of Jurassic Park? If you don't think good things about Jurassic Park, I don't know what to tell you. So
Would you rather see it in 2D just in the theater again?
I would, like, if I had a choice, I'd go see it in 2D, but if it's in 3D, I'll happily see it that way. I mean, I've never gotten to see it on a big screen, and I think it's cool that a lot of people who haven't are going to get to see it on
But
a
you'd
big screen.
prefer in 2D.
Yeah, I'm not like saying that I love 3D. What I'm saying is that, like, we'll see what happens with it. It's
Okay.
a baby. It's a baby. We're 3 years in. So, until next time, I'm Jacob.
Dr. Grant.
I'm Andrew.
And I'm Ryan.
Thank you for watching.